In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to replace the exhaust in this 1990 Honda 300 FW. Now this is old rusty exhaust. A couple tips I'll give you on how to break the bolts loose. The exhaust on this is totally rusted out, it's very loud. I'm replacing it with a brand new factory exhaust. Well, some of these exhaust bolts can get really rusted. So I suggest, even the night before is best, to spray them down with penetrating oil. If you want to spray them down, give them at least 20 minutes to work. I sprayed these down last night. I'm going to spray them down again, let them soak for another 20 minutes, and then we'll try to get them loose. I suggest you use about a 16 to an 18 inch long ratchet or a cheater bar. Now sometimes you'll pull the entire stud out, and sometimes you'll only get the nut off. On this one, the top stud came out, and on the bottom one, the nut came off. Now you just follow the exhaust back, undoing all the bolts holding the exhaust onto the frame. Now inside the exhaust port, there's going to be a gasket, and you can use a variety of different tools to pick that gasket out. Snake the exhaust back through from the back going front, just like you got it out. Now it's a little tricky to get the exhaust gasket in place and push the exhaust into place at the same time. But once you get it in there, we're simply going to reinstall the stud and the nut on the other end. Before you tighten down these flange nuts, I like to get at least one bolt here in the back to give the exhaust some support. I don't tighten it down, I just get it threaded, and that's going to hold the exhaust up while I tighten down these flange nuts. And now simply reinstall all the bolts holding on the exhaust. But usually these things don't line up perfectly. You may have to kind of bend them, force them around a little bit. This one here is about a ½ inch off of the back. I'll just use a pry bar to bend it over and install the bolt. Now we need to take this old heat shield off and reinstall it onto the new exhaust. Unless you bought a new heat shield, go ahead and install that now. Congratulations on changing your own exhaust. Now the trickiest part is getting those nuts loose and getting that exhaust snaked out through the back and the new one snaked in towards the front. Give yourself about a ½ hour, 45 minutes, and you can get this job done. Hope this video was helpful and informational to you, and thanks for watching.